4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready.
We call the village board meeting to order for Tuesday, October 10th, 2023. Will you please call the roll?
Trustee Patel?
Present.
Trustee Clare?
Present.
Trustee Sullivan?
Present.
Trustee Dunham?
Present.
Trustee Madej?
Present.
Trustee Bishke?
Present.
President Daly?
Present. All present and accounted for. Just a reminder to please turn off any cell phones or other electronic devices that make noise so as to not disturb the meeting. Next item is Pledge of Allegiance, and I would like to ask Trustee Sullivan to lead us in the Pledge of
Everybody
Allegiance.
please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Trustee Sullivan.
You're welcome.
Next item is the approval of minutes from September 26, 2023. Questions, comments?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the minutes is presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is the approval of expenditures of $4,912,536.44.
Move to approve the expenditures as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Patel?
Aye.
Trustee Clare?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee Dunham?
Aye.
Trustee Madej?
Aye.
Trustee Bishke?
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carries. Thank you. And tonight we have a couple of presentations. The first one is a presentation of the Fire Department Citizens Award to Miss Casey Shanahan, if I'm pronouncing it correct, by Fire Chief James Walters. Chief.
Thank you. I will say that I'll describe the incident here in a minute, but our personnel that were on scene were just so totally impressed with Casey's actions that they said she needs to get recognized and award. So that's why we're here tonight. So I'm just going to read from her certificate of appreciation here, her Citizens Award. The citizen is awarded this testimonial for her exceptional caring and dedication displayed at the described incident. Your quick thinking, bravery, and resolute commitment to the safety of a child in need has left an indelible mark on our community. Your willingness to ensure the well-being of another reflects the highest form of human kindness and empathy. Your exceptional efforts has exemplified the very essence of selflessness and compassion, demonstrating the immense impact that a single individual can have on a precious life. On the morning of August 20th, 2023, Ms. Shanahan was riding her bike in the neighborhood and noticed a 10-year-old child alone in the park, distressed and unable to communicate her needs. Ms. Shanahan, with her background in the special needs community, quickly recognized that something was wrong, calmly called 911, and began gaining the young girl's trust. Ms. Shanahan was an invaluable resource and assisted the police and fire agencies in navigating the situation up to including transportation to the Alexian Brothers Medical Center. She stayed with the patient and kept her calm and comfortable while the physician evaluated her. Ms. Shanahan's exceptional ability to listen, understand, and respond to the unique needs of this young girl is a remarkable gift that showcases the depth of her empathy and genuine commitment to this little girl's well-being. On behalf of a grateful community, we proudly present you with the Citizen Award for exemplary compassion and support. Congratulations. Thank you. She went in the ambulance with our guys to the hospital and made sure that this young lady was taken care of. Very, very impressive, so thank you.
Good.
Any words?
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Make sure you get a picture here.
Thank you guys all very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Next item is a presentation of the Government Finance Officers Association, GFOA, Distinguished Budget Presentation Award by Lisa Peterson, Director of Finance.
Well, this is a bit of a tough act to follow, but good evening, everyone. Tonight, I am delighted to share with you that our fiscal year 24 budget has been awarded the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award from the Government Finance Officers Association. This award is the highest form of recognition in governmental budgeting. Its attainment is a significant achievement and one that we are very proud of. As you know, the annual budget is the village's financial plan for the fiscal year. Development of this document takes about 4 months and many, many hours of meetings. Producing an award-winning document is a collaborative effort, and I thank all of the department directors and staff for their participation and attention to detail. I would like to give special recognition to Alex Thorpe and Andrew Buckwinkler. Alex is, among other things, Alex is responsible for the accurate budgeting of salaries and benefits, which amounts to approximately 60% of the general fund budget. Andrew keeps departments on track with goals, KPIs, and CIP projects. Well done, gentlemen. Finally, of course, Brian and Paula also spend hours in review meetings, providing guidance, support, and the occasional tough decision denial. I thank the Village Board for trusting staff to put together a logical, thoughtful, and organized financial plan that ensures we have the resources necessary to continue providing excellent services to the residents and businesses of Schaumburg. We are proud to present to you the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award for fiscal year 24.
Yeah. Why don't we first, if I may, why don't we get a picture of the three of you? You can hold it in the middle, okay? So get the three there. Okay. And then we can, yeah, you hand it to me. Oh, come on up close. Come on. Don't be shy. There you go. How's that? Yeah. Okay. I'm supposed to block Lisa here, but that's... All right. Okay. Thank you. So, you're not in the finance department, but yeah. Okay. All right. Well, very good. I'm going to give this to Brian, and we'll get this put up. So, thank you. Okay. Next item is liquor license request, and we have a request from Mr. Richard Raw, I'm not sure if I got that pronounced correctly, for one Class A liquor license for Gingham Barbecue located at 317 South Roselle Road, and it's a new license. So if you would introduce yourself.
Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Richard Rowe. First time here. Thank you for having me.
Okay. And this is a new license. Is it a new business or an existing business?
It's a brand new business.
Okay.
Yep, it's a brand new business.
Okay. And obviously you're going to serve some barbecue, but what kind of, in particular, is it?
Yes, Mayor. So my concept's going to be a contemporary Korean barbecue, tailor-made to the mass, if you will, where you don't have that mom and pop feel, where you come in and my servers will give you an explanation as to how you eat Korean cuisine and all the different side dishes that are accompanied by that, and how it all creates like a well-balanced diet. And we'll also be selling some lagers and some spirits known as soju, which has gained a lot of popularity as of recent. So that's kind of like my concept right now. Yeah.
Okay. And your location is at 317 South Roselle Road, so I believe you're obviously a good 3 blocks from Schaumburg Road south, and you're on the left side of the street. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Right across the street from Tony's Fresh Food Market in the library, I believe.
All right. Questions or comments for this gentleman? No.
Yeah, what's in that space now?
I believe it used to be a like a dog, like an animal care facility. They might have done like dog grooming there. I'm not quite sure. It's 2 units that we're building out right next to there's a pub right next door. There's a hookah lounge, and then the end cap. There's a Taco Maya there, but. you know,
Oh,
it's-
okay, all right. When do you expect to be open?
We're anticipating before spring of next year. I mean, if everything goes smoothly, by February or March, if everything aligns correctly. But we all know things don't always go that way. So
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, I got a quick one.
Yes,
You make
sir.
your own kimchi?
I do, yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. My mom, she passed her recipe down to me that she got from her mom,
Great.
and stuff. So yeah. So I'd love for all you guys to come by and, check it out. I plan on doing like a soft opening where, I invite possibly even like the Chamber of Commerce, like everybody, more the merrier, just to
Sure.
get the
Okay.
word out there, so.
All right, sounds good. Well, you'll need to go to the Liquor Commissioner's office, which is also the mayor's office, upstairs during normal business hours, and pick up the application, complete that. There's also a background check that's required, and once all that's approved, then you'll be issued the license.
Okay, very good. Do I have to be present to pick up that application, or can someone else come on my behalf?
Someone else can come and pick it up once it's all.
Okay, all right, very good.
Okay?
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, next item is a request from Mr. Wendong Chu. So again, my apologies if I'm not pronouncing correctly.
Ciao.
It's for one Class F1 liquor license for Seafest Sushi located at 35 West Schaumburg Road. And this is also a new license. So is it, are you the petitioner?
Yes, yes.
This is you, okay. Is this a new location? Is it a new restaurant, or you're taking over an existing?
Yes, it's the new restaurant.
New restaurant?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's serving like sushi, hibachi, and also ramen. Yeah,
Okay.
and also I got the jumping from the Rotary, the Super Co-op. So I got the jumping. So yeah,
Okay. Are you on the
First time.
south side of Schaumburg Road?
it's
Are
on
you in
the
Schoolhouse Square, or are you on the
Town Square.
Town Square?
Yes.
Town Square side?
Just south
Okay.
of the clock tower,
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
or west of the clock tower, excuse me.
West of the clock tower, okay.
I hope
Alright.
to get the liquor license for get more business. So the customer come in to request beer and Japanese sake, rice wine.
Okay,
Yeah, for taste the sushi too.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, questions, comments from the board? No? Then, as I indicated to the other petitioner, you'll need to go to the Liquor Commissioner's office during normal business hours, fill out the application, complete whatever fees, and there is a background check that is done, and once all that is good, then a liquor license will be issued.
Okay, thank you everybody.
All right, good
Okay,
luck to
have a
you.
good night.
Okay. All right, moving on, we have a consent agenda, which will be read in its entirety, voted on as one motion to approve. If you wish to discuss any item further, please indicate that when the item is read by the village clerk so that it can be removed from the consent agenda and discussed further under committee reports. Otherwise, all items will be approved as presented on the consent agenda. And will the clerk please read the consent agenda?
Number 1, correspondence. A, the motion would be to approve the request from the Prairie Center Arts Foundation to hold raffles from October 13th, 2023 through December 16th, 2023 at L. Larson Prairie Center for the Arts, 201 Schaumburg Court, to grant a variance to Code Section 117.31 and to waive the fidelity bond requirement. B, the motion would be to approve the request from the Schaumburg AM Rotary Club Foundation to hold a raffle on November 4th, 2023 at St. Peter Lutheran Church, 201 Schaumburg Road, and to waive the fidelity bond requirement. Number 2, engineering and public works. The motion would be to authorize the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Salem Drive reconstruction project from Schaumburg Road to Weathersfield Way, Phase 2 Design Engineering Services with BLA, Inc. of Itasca, Illinois, in the amount of $165,263 and approve the required resolution. B, the motion would be to authorize the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Plum Grove Road easement purchase with Marcos Management Corporation of Park Ridge, Illinois, in the amount of $31,400 and approve the required resolution. C, the motion would be to authorize participation in the National Cooperative Purchase Alliance contract and award the Wintrust Field Outdoor Suites Improvement Project to F.H. Passion of Chicago, Illinois, in the amount of $393,821. D, the motion would be to authorize participation in the Choice Partners National Purchasing Cooperative Contract and the National Cooperative Purchasing Alliance Contract and award the baseball stadium masonry wall improvements project to Bear Construction Company of Rolling Meadows, Illinois, in the amount of $300,868.88. E, the motion would be to award the bid for the Water Station 19 reservoir cleaning to TechCorp, Inc. of Joliet, Illinois, in the amount of $105,000. F, the motion would be to adopt an ordinance authorizing the disposal of surplus vehicles as listed on the fiscal year 23-24 vehicle replacement schedule. 3, Health and Human Services Committee. The motion would be to approve the revised 2023 Community Development Block Grant CDBG Action Plan and direct staff to resubmit the plan to Housing and U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD. Number 4, Transportation Committee. The motion would be to authorize the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for professional services with HR Green, Inc. of McHenry, Illinois, for the Spring South Road Phase 1 preliminary engineering services in the amount of $157,682 and approve the required resolution. 5, Zoning Board of Appeals. A, the motion would be to approve an amendment to special use for a college for Arizona College of Nursing, 1375 East Woodfield Road, Woodfield Corporate Center. 6, Project Review Group. A, the motion would be to approve a site plan amendment, pickleball courts for Schaumburg Park District, Olympic Park, 1675 Old Schaumburg Road. 7, resolutions. The motion would be to adopt as resolution number R23-081, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Salem Drive reconstruction project from Schaumburg Road to Weathersfield Way, Phase 2 Design Engineering Services with BLA Inc. B, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-23-082, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Plum Grove Road easement purchase with Marcos Management Corporation. C, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-23-083, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement with HR Green, Inc. for Phase 1 engineering services for Spring South Road, Irving Park Road to Wise Road. 8, ordinances. The motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-081, authorizing the disposal of surplus personal property owned by the village of Schaumburg. B, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-082, amending the municipal code of the village of Schaumburg, Title 15, Chapter 152, Sections 152-02 and 152.02 relating to the electrical code. C, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-083, granting a site plan amendment, pickleball courts for Schaumburg Park District, Olympic Park, 1675 Old Schaumburg Road. D, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-084, granting an amendment to special use for a college for Arizona College of Nursing, 1375 East Woodfield Road, Woodfield Corporate Center. That concludes the consent agenda.
Thank you. Look for a motion to approve the consent agenda as has been read.
So moved.
Second.
The motion and a second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Patel?
Aye.
Trustee Clare?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee Dunham?
Aye.
Trustee Madej?
Aye.
Trustee Bischke?
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Thank you very much. Committee reports, we have none listed, none for this evening, I'm assuming. Comments from the public. Do we have someone here who would like to approach the board? Please step forward, give your name and address for the record, and let us know what you're here for.
My name is Diana McCluskey. I'm the Chief School Business Official for the Palatine School District 15. I live at 1630 Walnut Avenue in Wilmette, Illinois. So I'm here tonight on behalf of the Board of Education of Community Consolidated School District 15 to express our collective frustration that the Village of Schaumburg has not yet modified its developer impact fee ordinance, despite the fact that the village has acknowledged for some time now that this ordinance is very much out of sync with those of neighboring communities. The village's developer impact fee provision, located in the village policy manual, policy statement 5.40, school district involvement in land dedications and/or cash contributions by developers in impact fee provision provides in part any developer seeking approval of any residential development plan requiring land dedications or cash contributions to School District 54, School District 15, or School District U46 shall notify the appropriate school district of their cash contribution of $250 per unit. And then it goes on. As the village is aware, this impact provision is woefully outdated and not aligned with current practices among surrounding municipalities. This impact fee provision was last updated on May 8, 1990. Since then, the village's neighboring communities have updated their developer impact fee provisions to require developers to make far higher and more market-oriented cash contributions in lieu of land, depending on various factors such as the cost for locating an elementary, junior high, or high school based on the current market value of the land, the estimated number of school children, aged children that would be generated by the proposed development, and the estimated population density per dwelling unit. By way of example, the Village of Barrington requires a cash contribution in lieu of land based on the fair market value of land acreage at present, A, $196,000 per acre for the purposes of locating an elementary or junior high school, or B, $350,000 per acre for the purposes of adding onto an existing high school. Village of Barrington Municipal Code 11-325, updated November 10th, 2014. Similarly, the Village of Bartlett requires a cash donation for school construction determined by the estimated ultimate number of elementary school-age children to be generated by the proposed development multiplied by $2,837.54, plus B, estimated ultimate number of middle school-age children to be generated multiplied by $4,308.31, plus C, the estimated ultimate number of high school-age children to be generated multiplied by $5,685.91. Village of Bartlett Municipal Code 1110-5, updated August 15th, 2017. The village has been in conversation with the district for over a year now regarding making a modification to the impact fee provision. In furtherance of this goal, the village hired a consulting fee that produced a report in December 2022 with a market-oriented recommendation that the village has yet to act on. Now the village is seeking to approve the Lober Farm 367-unit residential development that will fall under the current impact fee provision unless the village moves forward with adopting the recommended changes. We urge the village to quickly move forward with updating its impact fee provision as recommended by the consulting firm to align more closely with neighboring communities and best practices, and to assure the immediate benefits flow to the district, its students, and the residents of the village. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Do you have a copy for us?
Of what I read? Sure. It's a draft from our attorney.
Whatever you have would be great, so the rest of the board can get it. So I will take the hit on this one. It is sitting on my desk. Okay. Village manager passed it to me about 2 weeks ago, and I'm just kind of remiss. I'm slow. Should have read through the thing and gotten it moving along. So, but I can assure you we will be discussing it very soon. And whatever happens, action will be taken one way or another before Lobert comes for final approval. So you don't have to be worried of that fact.
Okay, thanks. We really appreciate that.
Sure, not a problem.
Any other questions?
Okay. Thank you. All right, anyone else? Are you the gentleman I spoke to from Friendship Village?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, well, all right. By all means, come forward. Take your time.
I will.
Oh, yeah, Jane.
Thank you for hearing me tonight. Thank you for your phone call this afternoon. I
Sure.
appreciate
Just,
it greatly.
Yeah, just give us your name for the record. We know where you're at, Friendship Village. So,
Yes.
okay.
My name is John Hathaway. I've been a resident at Friendship Village for 4 years. We are in the process of bankruptcy, which I'm sure all of you know in one form or another. There's a great deal of consternation amongst the residents there simply because it's very difficult to understand all of the things that are happening legally. We are not part of the buyers or the sellers, so we don't get any information about what's happening between them except what Mike Flynn, the CEO, chooses to give us, which then gets passed on at a town hall meeting, which then gets blossomed by all kinds of rumors and, wow, if they say this, then it must mean that. At the last town hall meeting, he announced how the current bid for Friendship Village has a provision in it for the people who are independent living residents like myself that says you may have paid $200,000 or $500,000 to get in there in the first place 4 years ago, 5 years ago. You may have used some of it or you may not have. But the proposal is to pay out 20% of that in the first 3 years, and then 35% of it over the next 5 years, and then some portion of which I'm not certain over the next 5 years, and finally the balance in 15 years. So your heirs, or whomever you intended that money for upon your passing is out of the park. This has nothing to do with us. We don't get to say what it's going to be. And so what I'm here and asking for is support from Schaumburg in the form of a letter that I've already written that I would like you to read and approve and pass on to the people who are on the copy list for this letter. Now, what we understand is that the property is going to be turned into a rental property, which kind of makes sense after the COVID disaster has placed so many organizations, such as our own, into bankruptcy, whether we wanted it or not. So that's a cane whether I want it or not. So I brought copies, one for everybody.
We can pass them around. It's all right. Just
If you would just take one and pass them, that's probably
that's
more
fine.
efficient.
Yeah.
Your brother says hello, by the way.
There you get around. CLAIR. What a cane.
Now, as a rental property, it kind of changes all the things that occur to us. I would like to quickly read this letter to you. It simply says, and this is a letter from the village to the list of people at the bottom of the letter. And the letter says, as a significant member of the Village of Schaumburg community, we would like to express our support for the continued care and well-being of all the senior residents of this premier retirement community. The Village of Schaumburg has been proud of its support and ongoing pride in your 46-year history. Your community has risen from 63 acres of land to a senior retirement facility of 526 apartments, 355 of which are occupied by 418 independent residents. Friendship Village serves these independent livers as well as 119 in our Briarwood Nursing and Care Facility and 78 residents in our long-term care facility. As of August, our total residency was 605. Those who live there often volunteer to community projects and contribute to charities supported by the village. There are a number of those, which our people make a big deal out of. Drawn to our attention is the potential change for seniors, which may occur as a result of the bankrupt underway. While the residents have no say in the negotiations between the buyer and seller, we feel compelled to offer our support to the residents and understand how they are impacted by the change. We are aware of the support offered by the staff at Friendship Village and the attempts to make it understandable, and we commend your efforts. We hope the solution to the problems of selling Friendship Village comes soon and benefit all parties. Now, the purpose of this is literally to let them know there is visibility in the community, and especially from the community leaders. So that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Sure. So as we discussed on the phone, as you're aware, and you're not suggesting that in this letter, but I'm just making clear that the village cannot get involved or interfere in the sale of the property because it's private. It's
right.
Not,
that is not suggested in this letter.
I understand. It's not suggested in here, but I just want to make sure that's clear. Right. We can't do that. I think you put together a very nice letter. It's certainly one that we would consider. The wording, if we decide to go forward, the wording would may not remain the same, just so you're aware.
That would be fine.
But we will consider it and have it discussed and see how we might proceed.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank all of you
Sure.
for listening.
Thank you.
You're welcome. For coming out.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? No? Okay, we'll move on. Council report?
No report, just a reminder, we are asking to go into closed session tonight pursuant to Section 2C11 of the Open Meetings Act.
Okay. President's report, I have only one item, and that is to add to congratulations to the Finance Department for great work. The Illinois Firefighters Pension Investment Fund, which is the consolidation of the firefighters' pension funds in the state of Illinois, 200 and originally was 297. I think there's 296, as I recall. Did an audit, so the Village of Schaumburg is now consolidated under there for the investment of the pension funds only. Doesn't make determinations of who receives a pension as a firefighter. It's just for the investment purposes. That fund now sits at almost $8 billion. Village of Schaumburg contributed, I think, 105 or 10 or something like that to that. So all the other investment funds contributed to that. There is a audit that is going to be done by the investment fund every 3 years of a community. So every community will be audited every 3 years. Schaumburg was part of the first group to be audited and came away with a nice clean sweep. And the words I liked out of this over and over and over again on everything that they checked was results. No exceptions were identified as a result of applying the procedures. So basically they came back and said Schaumburg had done a fine job, and I want to make sure you get acknowledged for it in doing such. I mean, you came through the first one. It's the first time we've ever been through this, and we're acknowledged for doing such a great job. So thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. That's all I have for President's report. Manager's report?
I have no report this evening.
No report this evening. New business, nothing listed. Unfinished business, nothing listed. Trustee comments and mentions? Yes, Trustee Dunham.
I would like to commend the police and fire departments on their very successful open houses this past weekend. a little cold, a little windy out there, but you had some good turnout, and everybody worked hard to put on a good program, and got some good reviews.
Yes, I heard somebody today mention how good it was, so very good. Anyone else? Okay. I'm going to look for a motion to adjourn into executive session in accordance with Section 2, subsection C11 of the Open Meetings Act, litigation when an action against, affecting, or on behalf of the particular public body has been filed and is pending before a court of administrative tribunal, or when the public body finds that an action is probable or imminent, in which case the basis for the finding shall be recorded and entered into the minutes of a closed meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to go into executive session. I assume
Roll call.
no
No action will be coming out.
no action to come out. Okay. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Patel.
Aye.
Trustee Clare.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Bischke.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carries. We will now adjourn into executive session, or in a few minutes. Thank you.